Hello everyone, am I live? Yes, I am. Happy Friday, how is everyone doing in this nice Friday afternoon? It's 12 p.m. here in California and I am such in a good mood because it's Friday, so I'm gonna do live today. How is everyone doing? If you're watching this live, if you're hopping in, say hi. I'm still not sure how to work this on my phone. I'm so new with Facebook Live and stuff. Say hi if you're hopping in, and if you are catching this on a replay, please comment replay down below, say hi, ask your questions away. Even if you're watching on a replay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back through this and look at the comments, and I'm gonna try to reply as much as I can to all your comments. If you have any questions to whatever it is I'm going to be talking about today. So for anyone who's new here and for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Carla and I help women, specifically busy moms, lose weight without sacrificing their favorite food and to reclaim their self-love without all the mom guilt. Who knows what I'm talking about here? All of my moms, please raise your hand if you have that mom guilt lingering all over you every time you try to do something for yourself. So that is my expertise. That's what I have done for myself and have helped people work on. And hold on, let me get my water. With that said, my mission basically is to end the diet culture. Okay, that is my main thing, to get you out of that culture. And speaking of that, let's go back to the basics, and that's what I'm going to be talking about to you guys today in this lovely Friday afternoon. Why diets don't help you lose weight, because I'm going to debunk that myth. I'm going to be debunking that belief of people out there who's always trying to look for that perfect diet to help them lose weight. Okay, I'm here to tell you that they don't work, and this is why. Okay, so let me ask you in this, whoever's watching this, who else wants to eat juicy burgers, drink their favorite wine after a long day from work, after dropping their kids off, after doing your pile of laundry? Of course, we have that wine, the red wine on a Friday night sounds good, right? After a long day. Who still wants to have those things while still losing weight and toning up? Raise your hand or comment down below, leave an emoji, tell me, that's me. If that sounds like you, let me know down below, because I feel you. Okay, I don't want to be restricting myself either. So right now, from this day forward, you have my permission to facepalm anyone who comes to you. Tell them, talk to the hand. If they tell you to restrict or omit or get rid any types of food that you eat, any food groups, any food kind, any macronutrient, carbs, protein, fat, get rid of this, get rid of that, so you can lose your weight. Okay, you don't need to do that. Please don't listen to that types of advice unless you are allergic to certain types of food or it's causing your body to react in a negative way. You can get rid of it, but for the sole purpose of just trying to lose weight, you're trying to get rid of carbs, lower your carbs to zero. For the sole purpose of losing weight, I advise you to please not do that. It is detrimental in the longer run based on my own experience, okay? Fitness, in my opinion, no matter what your goal is, whether you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to tone up or you're changing your body shape, fitness should be a form of self-care and it shouldn't be a punishment, okay? Keep that in mind. I'm gonna say it again. Fitness should be a form of self-care and not punishment. You should be doing it to yourself out of self-love, not because you're trying to torture yourself, okay? So let me ask you another questions here, okay? And let me know if you can relate, if it resonates with you. So, okay, how many of you have eaten crackers and lemon water for the whole day, every single day, and still do not see the results that you need? I don't know if you've heard about the diet. It's called, I remember I was a kid, it was called a military diet, and my mom was doing it. It was posted in our fridge, and I saw it had crackers in the morning and a cup of ice cream, vanilla ice cream at night, and some stuff in between, and that's all she ate. And then she complains, why isn't she losing weight? Okay, how many of you have tried all the diets out there? All the diets with the names: South Beach diet, the keto diet, the Atkins diet, whatever else diet with a name that has some kind of over restriction, and still you get frustrated. Why are you not getting the results that you want? How many of you? Let me know. Comment below. Let me see if I'm seeing any comments here. Probably. Let me do that. Push the screen. Okay. Comment down below and let me know if that's you, that was you in the past, or you're still doing that right now. Another question for you is, how many of you have abandoned carbs because it's the devil that makes you gain weight? How many of you have avoided carbs at all costs because people say it's the thing that's making you fat? Let me know. No judgment zone. Let me know here if that was you or that is you. And the purpose of this video is to shed some light on why you shouldn't be doing these things, okay? And another question, my third question for you is, how many of you have declined those happy hour invitations from your girlfriends because you're just scared and afraid that if you go there, you're going to be tempted to get your favorite cocktail, overindulge, and eat your favorite desserts and stuff? How many of you have done that before? Okay, if any of these things, any of the questions that I ask, if any or all of them, your answer is a yes. If that's you, hear me out. This video is for you, okay? Let me tell you, first of all, you do not need to deprive yourself and eat less than 1,200 calories, okay? When we are trying to lose weight or lose fat or whatever it is, we do lower our calories gradually, but the lowest, in my opinion, this is my opinion, especially for women, the lowest you can go for me is 1,200 calories. Anything beyond that or lower than 1,200 calories is really detrimental to your health. Oh, let me see if, okay, I'm still live. It's really detrimental to your health, okay? It's not gonna do you any good. Even, trust me, it's gonna get your hormones out of whack, and you are not gonna see any results that you want, okay? Number two, you do not need to avoid carbs at all costs or any food groups unless, like what I said, you're allergic or it's religious reasons or beliefs or your preference, whatever it is. But if you're doing it for the sole purpose of trying to lose weight, you do not need to avoid carbs. I did do keto. Okay, I'm gonna say it out there. I did try keto out there back in the days when I was, trying to do everything that's available out there. That was the fad back then. It was the keto diet that everyone's doing. So I tried it. I did it for 6 months and I did lose weight the first few weeks, and then that's it. It halted. I did see the weight loss, the drop in the scale, which is most likely, typically probably water, but I didn't reshape my body. I was looking back at my progress pictures back then, and my body was still not in the shape, taking the shape that I wanted to take shape into. So the scale was dropping down, but it's definitely, I didn't think it was fat that was dropping. Okay, so number three, and which I think is the most important of them all. If you're gonna take anything from this, this is the number 3 that you need to do. Please do not miss out on life. That's the number 1 thing why diets don't usually work and why it's not sustainable, because people are missing out on creating good memories when they're celebrating something, when they're in a party or something, or like what I said, a happy hour. They're missing out on good memories with their friends, with their family, because they're so into the space of, I want to be disciplined. I don't want to fall off the wagon. I don't want to I don't want to disappoint myself and regret if I do eat the food that I love. I just don't think it's worth giving up on the memories that you create versus the diet that you're trying to do. I don't think it's worth it, okay? This process, this dieting process, this weight loss process should be like what I said earlier, should be a form of self-love and not torture, okay? So basically, to make the story short, the one reason why diets don't help you lose weight is because you're depriving yourself, okay? You're avoiding certain foods. So you could have been you could have developed a bad relationship with food along the way if you do this, and if you prolong this, and if you don't mitigate it and stop it, you're gonna definitely develop bad relationship with food, and you don't want to go there, okay? That is not good for you. You just feel deprived and restricted. And as human beings, when you feel restricted and deprived, what's the first thing that happens? I mean, the more someone tells you not to do something, like a kid, the more you tell them not to do something, the more you want to do it. That's just human nature. So that's number 1 thing. Please don't deprive yourself. That is the answer to this, situation that we're having here with the diet culture, okay? You're coming from a negative place and you're doing things that are torture for yourself. And like what I said, I'm gonna say it again, eating and exercise should be a form of self-care and shouldn't be a punishment. You should enjoy the process. Enjoy the process, and the more you enjoy it, the more you're gonna stick to it, the more it becomes a habit, the more it becomes a routine. Next thing you know, exercise and nourishing yourself would just be second nature. It's not gonna be a diet anymore you're going to be doing for 3 months and that's it. No, it's going to become a lifestyle, okay? So for most of us, the dieting culture is like a form of discipline. You think if you're eating less calories, if you're exercising 2 hours of cardio every single day, 6 times a week, you think you're disciplined, you're accomplishing your goals. You feel accomplished when you're under eating and that you're on your way to your goals, right? That's what's going on in our head. That's what we grew up with. That's what everybody is telling us. That's what the diet culture has learned us to believe. But I'm here to tell you that it's not true. That's actually the opposite, okay? Opposite. It's going to lead you to failure, okay? It is setting you up for failure if that's your way of thinking. So let's change that, okay? Let's switch that from today on and forward. I want you to do these 3 things. These are 3 actionable things you can do. You can work on baby steps at a time every single day. Just be mindful and try to focus on these 3 things, okay? So you can switch that belief in you, because that belief took a long time to develop in your head. So it's gonna take a while to probably switch it off, but it can happen, okay? It can happen, so trust me on that one. The first one, so I want you to nourish yourself, okay? Let's do this weight loss journey. Let's come from a place of a positive thinking, okay, and a positive mindset. Let's nourish ourselves. Let's not deprive ourselves with food, okay? let's think of food as fuel, something that nourishes our body, something that gives us energy, makes us alive, okay? Eat balanced meals. Make sure you have enough proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in your plate throughout the day, okay? Don't just eat carbs, don't just eat protein. Make sure it's a balanced diet that you're having. Oh, now I feel like bad saying the word diet, but you know what I mean. Actually, studies, if you don't know, if you don't track your food, you probably don't realize this, but on average, you're probably not getting enough protein throughout your day. When I was starting to track my meals and food, I realized when I didn't change anything, I realized my protein was like close to nothing. It was like the lowest macronutrient I was eating per day, and it was shocking. And that's what you need protein. Basically, there was a studies that I've read somewhere that they did a study on a group of people where they didn't change anything in their in their activities. They went on with their workouts and stuff. They didn't change anything on their diet except for one thing. They asked them to double up their proteins. That's it. And then after a few days, a few months, they noticed just by doubling up the protein, they were actually experiencing some fat loss. So you got to be mindful with that. Try to incorporate carbs, fats, and protein. Try to double your protein if you don't like to track and you don't want to be that tedious. You think it's too tedious or something. Just make sure you double your protein up, increase your protein intake, and yeah, just try to eat a well-balanced meal every single time, okay? That's number one, nourish yourself. Food is fuel, it's not the enemy, okay? Number two, I want you to stop labeling foods as good versus bad, okay? The intention here, that one of the things that we can crush that diet culture mindset is to just stop labeling food with good versus bad food. You have to build a good relationship with food. Okay, it's coming off from my number one point that you have to treat it as a nourishment. It's not the enemy. You have to build good relationships with it. You shouldn't be afraid of food when you see it. And you shouldn't be able to feel deprived when you're around food. You shouldn't feel scared that you might gain a pound or two just because you ate that cookie that you really, really like and that's really, really your favorite. I mean, girl, go get yourself a cookie or grab a bite of cookie, eat the cookie, just not the whole damn box of cookie. But don't deprive yourself, okay? Stop labeling. Let's stop labeling things. There's no good food versus bad food. They're all foods. They're all something we eat. They're all something we consume. And that'll just make things a little bit more positive, you know, your perspective. If you change all the perspective, everything will just fall into place, right? And number three, I want you to enjoy the special events, okay? The holidays and being out with friends. If you are mostly consistent, 80% consistent with your stuff, with your eating, with your workouts, okay, one special occasion of enjoying the food in your friend's wedding is not going to ruin your progress. You cannot, it's impossible to gain a pound of fat. It's hard. I mean, it's impossible to gain a pound of fat after one day of enjoying these foods, okay? It takes a lot to gain a pound of fat. So the weight gain that you see after overeating in one occasion is not really fat. That's most likely fats because of the sodium that you ate or the sugar and stuff. You're retaining water. Give it some time. It's gonna go down again if you go back into the regular routine and consistency. Okay, so those are the three things that I want you to work on if you want to change that mindset. If you want to get out of the diet culture, if you want to get out of the yo-yo dieting of just dieting and dieting forever. You can't be dieting forever. It's just not fun. It's not fun. You have to enjoy life, enjoy food, right? Okay, now that you know how dieting or over restriction is not going to help you lose weight for the long sustainable term, at least you might be asking, how can I still eat these burgers and pizzas and ice cream and still lose weight? It's probably not clear to a lot of you. How is that even possible? Or is this a new concept for you? If it's a new concept for you, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions regarding it, why? I mean, how does that happen? All your life, you've been taught that if you want to lose weight, you have to go on a diet and you just have to eat salad, vegetables, and fruits for the rest of your life in order for you to lose weight, right? That's what we've been taught. But now I'm here telling you that you don't have to do that. You can still eat anything you want. Yesterday I just had a slice of cake from Susie Cakes. Oh, it's so good. So good. And no regrets, no guilt. I'm still back. I'm still the same 116 pounds. Nothing changed, okay? It's possible you can do that, okay? If you're wondering why, ask me, let me know. And this is exactly what I did for myself to achieve my goals. You know, I'm shredding the fat. I'm still trying to build muscles, and I'm still eating the food that I love. And this is what I do to my clients when I work with them, and they're still seeing progress. They are seeing progress, okay? Over restriction, it just doesn't fit my principles and my beliefs. That's not my thing. That's not my jam. And if you want to see how that's possible, check out to see if it's something that you might want to try out or that you're interested in to do for yourself. I invite you to hop on a call with me if you want to talk it out, if you have a lot of questions regarding it, if you want to see the why and the how to do it, or if it's something that you might want to incorporate in your life. I invite you to hop on a call with me. Comment down below. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay. Let me know still if you want to discuss things, or DM me if you want directly. I check my DMs every day. And comment down below if it's something that you want to talk it over the phone or chat about. If you want to know if it's something that you could probably be interested. I don't know anyone who, really, to be honest, I don't know anyone who wouldn't want to do this, who would really want to give up all the good foods. Food is good. I love food. I could talk about food every day. Okay? And I think I've talked your ears out by now. Just looking at my notes, making sure I got everything covered. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm going to do more of these lives weekly. I'm going to be popping on here once a week, probably twice, whenever I feel like it. Or let me know if you guys watching this, what is the best time to go live? What is the best time for you guys what time do you guys usually hang out on Facebook, in the Facebook land, so I can pop in whenever you guys are on? So I think that's it for now. Happy Friday. I'll be seeing more of you guys. You'll be seeing more of me. I'll see you on the next video, and I'll see you around the FB land. Bye.